Hi everyone, welcome to Straight from the Divine Tarot. Thank you for joining me on this Tuesday, December 23rd, 2025. I'm truly grateful to each and every one of you for joining me, especially at this busy time of year. I am grateful, thank you. I love you guys so very, very much. I thank you for all your love and support. If you're new here, it is timeless read, so it doesn't matter. It could be summer and you hear this reading. Even though we're in the middle of winter, just beginning. If there's something in the title that strikes you, that interests you, it catches your attention, it doesn't matter the date, okay? There's something in there for you. You can switch the genders and the roles if you need to, as you need to. Just take what applies and toss the rest, okay? Don't try to make it fit if it doesn't. Let's see where we're going to go with this one. Spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors, the highest white light. Okay, that was quick. Running, overarching energy, dodging bullets, go in a zigzag pattern. Blocking negativity, escaping crazy people, protected by haters, or from haters, that should say, I think. This could be you. Somebody's running, somebody's on the run. Somebody's running their mouth, trying to dodge bullets. I don't know. Somebody's kissing ass. There you go. They're running their mouth. They're trying to backtrack. They're trying to kiss ass. It's a big waste of time, or it will be if it hasn't happened. It could be past, present, future. Stuck, no changes, and limited. Something to do with time. Time constraints. Time is up. Oh dear. I just heard, oh dear. Yeah. Oh, reindeer. Oh, somebody's playing reindeer games. Oh, reindeer. It is that time of year. Running, running, and running, and running. Where are we going with running, please, Spirit? Ah, time. Out of time. There we go. Waiting, cycles, moments. So you've been waiting for this time, or somebody's waiting for something? Family. Your family could be involved, or somebody's getting ready to have a family, fertility, parenthood, pregnancy. Congratulations. I just heard phew. Dodge that bullet, or whatever that is. Okay. Somebody could have made a family and ran out on them. I don't know. Somebody's hoping for something, expecting. So somebody could be expecting faith, manifesting. Something you manifest is finally here. Oh. This came out last read. Influences, attachments, and third parties. A third party could be pregnant. Oh dear. A friend could be pregnant. Peers. Cloudy judgment. Illusions, unbalanced, distorted. Loyalty. So it's an illusion of loyalty here. Somebody's not loyal. Trusting, reliability, and believing. Somebody wants to make a return. So somebody that you were in a relationship with impregnated somebody else, or got pregnant by somebody else. Place yourself where it belongs. You were loyal to this person. This was a fake loyalty towards you. Now they want a second chance, opportunity to make amends. They caused you a lot of pain, and they know that. Apprehensive, afraid, and cautious. You put up your boundaries. No. Drawing the line. Enough is enough. Somebody was very prideful in their pride, arrogance, ego, and stubborn. You called their bluff. You saw through their bull crap. Pretending, mask, and exaggeration. Pretending that they were committed to you. Meanwhile, they're making babies elsewhere or with somebody else. Marriage promises and fidelity. Yeah. Take it for whatever that is. Place yourself where you belong. It doesn't have to be a pregnancy. It could be anything. You're birthing something new. I don't know. It could be different for everybody, okay? Only take what applies and only what applies. If it doesn't make sense, if you're searching yourself, it's not yours, okay? If it resonates, if it is yours, it'll come easily to you. Oh my gosh, yeah, I see right away. I know what that is. You know what I mean? Running time. Where are we going with this? Could be something as simple as, well, not with the other cards, but just these 4 cards. You gotta hurry up and get things done before a baby shows up. You know what I'm saying? Pack your overnight bags. Yeah, something to do with the law. Damn, somebody's trying to outrun the law. Lawyer, judge, police. Somebody did something that was taboo. Limit crime, forbidden love, and curiosity. Sounds like a crime was committed. They're hoping and wishing here. They're expecting something. Desire. Divine timing's at play. Wrong time, right time, and wait. Somebody took play. Someone that you had a relationship with that got pregnant or impregnated others while you were in a relationship with them did something untowards, okay? I was picking, oh, there's a whistleblower. I was picking up, there could even be something to do with incest. Oh, did I not put the cards out? I'll be all right. I'm feeling a little tired. I was out today. So law and taboo. Yeah, I'm feeling a bit tired right now. But that's normal. So law's involved. Time is up. Ooh, okay. Somebody had to show up at court, make a payment or show up at court for something. They could have had a baby or something like that, or, you know, couldn't show up at court for some reason, or they're using this reason to stay away. They're on the run, maybe. I don't know. I really don't know. Somebody might have a stomach ache, might have some, okay, I'm not a doctor, so go get yourselves checked out if you do. Somebody might have some ulcers. If it's sharp, very painful. I used to have an ulcer. Well, I'm feeling it in my stomach right now. It's very painful. Stay away from fried foods, spices. Get checked right away, okay? And stop. If you're drinking, stop. Where are we going with this? Where are we going with this, please? A bleeding ulcer is nothing to laugh at, okay? Credit, good and bad. Wow. We got that in the last read. So before these creditors call you, oof, I don't know, they did something they shouldn't have done. They could have defrauded you or something. They have to go to court now. Yeah, somebody's trying to control a situation or a narrative. Somebody's very controlling. They want to control over you. Somebody's cried wolf. Oh, so somebody cried wolf here, okay? Persona non grata. They could have treated you like you didn't exist, like you were undeserving. Who cares? Or maybe they're being treated like that. Something to do with wealthy. Oh, gosh. So you don't realize it just yet. This is not for everybody. Just take what applies that you already know about. There's some money sitting somewhere or property somewhere that's got your name on it. Or by the time this is all said and done, you will be wealthy. And that's what they were coming after. They wanted this for themselves. And it's backfire. Damn. No, what they did was wrong and they know it. Surprise and epiphany. People are surprised. You're not. I just heard you're not. Angels are all over it. You could be an angel. You're a parent or a step-parent, or this is involving a parent or step-parent. Serious illness. Mild illness. You're hoping you had a serious illness. You could have had a mild illness. It's nothing. It's drama. It's all that drama for nothing. They could have been trying to unalive you for some sort of money, and they were like jumping around and celebrating so early. In my case, last summer I got sick. Sorry, I keep talking about it. I just want to give you an example. I didn't know what was wrong with me. I was kind of scared, I'll tell you the truth. But I also knew the divine told me I was going to have a mild illness. Don't worry. Don't go there. Don't manifest it. I was kind of worried, though. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm human. But at the end of the day, after all these tests, it took 6 months of testing. And they went and did all tests. I'm absolutely 100% healthy. Go figure, right? So maybe that's what happened to you and whomever you're dealing with. They were dancing for joy. Somehow they might have got wind of it if they're still in your energy. Oh, this person's sick. Yay, they're on the way out. Nope. What a clown. Yeah, you're shifting blame here. Somebody's trying to blame you, blame everybody but themselves here. It was like that when I got here. There's a player energy. Somebody that was playing around. Could be family. Could be anybody playing around your ex-partner. Play, play, play. It's all for status here. Same smex. Somebody's in the same smex relationship. Or this is somebody of the same smex that was doing this to you. A poser and a doppelganger. We got last read, somebody wanted to be a divine feminine energy. And you are, male or female, you are a divine feminine energy. And they didn't like that. People are going to be shocked to find out they came after a divine feminine energy. And that's why the karma is so, so, so harsh right now. Touch not mine anointed and leave my prophets alone, right? They're shocked. They thought they were protecting a divine feminine energy. They needed layers of people around this supposed divine feminine energy. Meanwhile, most divine beings don't need people. A lot of people doing their business, doing their protection. God protects them. If you're a true divine being, you know that. Somebody had nothing to lose here. They had no feelings. This is apathetic, okay? They don't give a fuck about anybody. Yeah, facing bankruptcy. They wanted you to face bankruptcy. Somebody's side piece or side deeds involved. Something about loyalty. I'm their ride and die, even though you're married to them. I'm their ride and die. It's all manipulation. It's a hypocrite. Dope sick and withdrawals. Toxic and karmic. Dangerous. Social media or a platform. You might have one. They might have one. Or it could be just, it doesn't have to be a platform, a podcast, a channel of any kind. It could just be everyday social media. Something's happening, okay? Yeah, protected. They're going to claim it was all by accident, stuck in the past, and stuck in the past. They could have had an accident, caused an accident, or tried to. Something's very obscene. Evidence and proof as to what was going here. They wanted, this is a get-rich-quick scheme. They're stalking you. But this is victory and successes for you, okay? This was theft, fraud, theft, something to do with a nickname. Smex worker. They wanted you to appear like somebody you're not. Some of these people might be Smex workers. I don't know. I don't know. Somebody you loved said that you were a Smex worker. They're in love with a Smex worker. I don't know. Somebody caused you a lot of pain. They were jealous. Now they're facing some karma. They tried to hex and curse you, and it just went back on them. They looked at you like a windfall. But you're coming into this windfall because you healed. This was all one-sided. You're innocent. And they're broken. Something to do with your mail, email, and or snail mail. Somebody has double standards here. Somebody got into an affair, or they claimed you were in an affair. This is double standards. This person was cheating on you. This person's false. They seductive, and very lustful. Something that there's a paternity case going on here. Somebody's worried. Uh-oh. It's a reversal. Everything they wanted for you is back onto them because you outranked them. Somebody thought they were all that in a bag of chips. Oh dear. They didn't know who they were playing with. Oh dear. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Now that kind of hurts and stings, you know, at the end of the day when you don't know what the fuck you're dealing with. Always be kind and courteous. You don't know who the hell's protecting whom on the other side. Ain't that something? They thought they could do whatever they wanted, get away with it all. Who's gonna stop us? God. Your spirit team is gonna stop us. Running, time, law, credit, good or bad. Could be lawyers doing this to you as well. Police. Okay, some people have that storyline as well. They're trying to control the outcome. Oh, talking mad shit here. Oh yeah. Three of Swords. Now they're sorry. Now they're sorry. Some people are so thirsty, though. It's just, instead of doing the work, you know, do the work, do the healing, rise above things. Learn, learn, learn. Learn as much as you can. So whatever is meant for you can't be taken from you. It's rightfully yours. There's no false face, no phony face, no pretending. Eventually, it's going to go right through your fingers. If it's not yours, it's going to be taken away. But more. Not just what you gained, but more will be taken away. And not to mention the karma that comes with it. Good ass kicking. You know what I'm saying? What's the message, please, Spirit? Thank you. Oh, yeah. Somebody wants to unburden themselves, or you're not burdened. You're nonplussed. I just heard. You ended a cycle. This isn't a cycle ending. You're not obligated to help anybody. You're not taking on these people's burdens. Oh boy, somebody's stuck. They're trapped. They try to sacrifice you. The hangman. Trying to cause delays. Waiting. They don't want to let go. They don't know how to let go. They can't overcome this. They try to sacrifice you. Somebody's a fool. Right? Trying to delay your new beginning. Somebody's a fool. They fooled us, a whole group. They fooled a whole group of people out of jealousy. Okay? This is somebody that was very jealous of you. They were competing with you. There's a lot of conflict that they created. They thought that whatever they were going to do, they could rise in life off of you and your energy, and or off of coming off of you. Everybody's all mad. They're all fighting. There's a lot of drama and rivalry going on. Somebody's not to be trusted, unfaithful, can't be relied on. They're not dependable. They're lazy, immature, and irresponsible. They don't want to take accountability. Okay, somebody's non-committal. It's not the rite of passage. They can't come correct. They have nothing of value to offer another human being. Something's speeding up, by the way. Yes. Corruption, abuse of power, abuse of authority, emperor in reverse. Somebody's very distorted, male or female. In their ego and in their pride. Very arrogant and conceited. It's a bully. It's a tyrant. They have an image to uphold. They have no authority. They lost it or abused it. And they don't want to take accountability. Somebody intercepted your money or your mail. Thought it was going to be so good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm the greatest. I'm the king of the castle. Yeah. So he's looking like a pimp here. Destruction, dirt around them. That's why this deck. Usually an emperor is a go-getter. They've learned their lessons, right? They provider. It's a provider of some sort. Somebody's a lying, cheating scoundrel. Seven of Swords. Yeah. Lying, cheating, thieving. They're trying to escape a situation. There's a couple here. Lied and said you're a bad mother if you're a mother. Lied and said that you're greedy and selfish. You're not kind or nurturing. You're sweet. They didn't care who they are. This is a manipulator. Okay, somebody had addictions. They could have said you had hidden addictions. That you're emotionally all over the place. I don't know. Or you're the one that got away. I don't know. Somebody wants to be you. It's a family. Somebody lied to a family. They didn't care who they are, whether it was you or the family or this group or this community. They lied. They're out for themselves. They didn't care about anybody else. Okay, this is superficial, shallow, and selfish. Not kind, nurturing, or sweet. Very emotionally manipulative. They blackmail emotionally. You must do my bidding, and if you don't, they make you feel guilty. They cry, they stamp their feet, they go to everybody else. This person won't do what I want them to do. What a bad person. They manipulate people. You're my sun, my moon, and my stars. Yeah, it was all for money, stealing money. This is not their blessings, okay? They could have tried stealing your spiritual gifts as well. Yeah, poor judgment. They misjudged you on purpose. They lied about you. Lack of awareness, acceptance, and accountability. There is no second chance. There's some sort of judgment's gone against them, whether it's from the divine or from an institution of some sort. Poor decision making. Now it's karma. Judgment's in reverse. Lack of awareness, acceptance, and accountability. Somebody's in heavy duty debt. They stole money that wasn't theirs. Yeah, doing magic, illusions, deception. Underhanded, you know. There's somebody that's really will stoop very low to get what they want. A lot of shit talking, unwise counsel. Somebody's promiscuous, or they tried to deem you as promiscuous. They were doing black magic, or maybe they accused you of it. This is a shit talker, all right. Now the secrets are coming out. Somebody talks a lot. Seven of Pentacles, proof and evidence. They wanted to harvest from you. This is an investment. Something to do with money. They underestimated you. They need proof or evidence, or you have receipts on this person. Yes, they did something too quickly. Spoke too quickly. Somebody's very flighty, lover energy, player energy. They invested into something. A love bomber coming towards you, calling you a whore, whatever this is. Somebody's very underhanded. Somebody slept around. Lova. There's proof and evidence of something. Yeah, somebody wanted to be single, wanted that single life, but didn't want to be alone. I don't know. You're single, abundant, independent, self-sufficient, stable, and secure. You could be a business owner. You don't have to be. They just wanted to cage you up, control you. You stay there where I know where you are and I can control you. I know what you're doing. I know how much money you have. I know who you're talking to. Somebody's very controlling here. Yeah, they're greedy and they're selfish. They wanted you living a very sparse life, hand to mouth, not having extra. Let's put it that way. They didn't want you knowing your value and your worth. You could be the sole person. Why am I picking up? There's a lot of money coming towards you or property and you're the sole beneficiary, heir, or the owner. I don't know what this is. This is pre-Empress energy as well. So they made all kinds of accusations while you were in pre-Empress mode. But you're very independent. People see that and they're jealous of that. This is jealousy. Somebody's not faithful. They could have called you a gold digger and a clout chaser to somebody. So you did something too quickly. Yep, you're the star. They're jealous of you. that you're divinely protected, that you're a star maybe, you're very balanced, you inspire others, that, I don't know, you leave people in a, feeling good, you know? When people walk away from you, they feel better than they did before they came into your energy. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're being protected. You have a great deal of faith. This is wish fulfillment, law and order here. Doctor, professional, CEO. This could be you or someone else, male or female. This is truth and clarity. Somebody with authority. You have authority to speak, or somebody else has authority to speak, to take authority, make decisions for you, and or whatever this has to do with. This could be law and order. This could be a doctor saying that you're very balanced, you're very healed, you're a healer, you're a teacher of some sort. It could be an Archangel Michael protecting you. Angels, this is Temperance Angel, right? You're a healer, you're a teacher. You gave yourself all that love they denied you. You alchemize and transmute. And you are speaking the truth. This could be lawyers, it could be anybody. Okay, it could be you, male or female. You're very, this came out in the last read too. You're very discerning, very astute, intelligent, emotionally intelligent, wise, and intuitive, and you're not suffering fools gladly. You spoke your truth, you will speak your truth. One doesn't speak, the other one does. So it could be a partner, something, an ex-husband, ex-wife. You don't have to say much. I just heard I'm not going to dignify their bullshit because I know I'm protected. So I hear you. Okay? You spoke your truth, you set some boundaries, you cut them out. You're not mincing words, okay? You know the truth. And that's I don't know, there's a lot of smoke and bullshit around you, behind you. You're looking forward though. Yeah. You're not your mind's not clouded. You're very intelligent. You could be a speaker of some sort. Very balanced. People see that you're healthy. It could be more than one doctor. It could be a lawyer. It could be a judge. It could be anybody. Yeah, 6 of Cups. You're going to get your flowers here. Something you're speaking about the past, about children. Somebody's reminiscing here. You're going to get your flowers. It's innocence. You could be living as a child in your heart, or there's some speaking truths about children or adult. You heal. Okay, you could be in service, meaning that to God, meaning that you're here to help people heal their inner childhood wounds. But maintain that childlike wonder in their hearts. We're all grown-ups here. We're supposed to be. But you maintain that childlike wonder in your heart. It's beautiful. You could be a parent and you're kind of strict, but you need to be nowadays, right? I don't know, you're very balanced. You're in alignment. Somebody's making a head-over-heart decision, weighing options. You know that in the past somebody was juggling you, playing games. You foresaw this. Somebody at a distance maybe, or you foresaw this. You're moving forward. You're not looking back. You're keeping it pushing. You keep pushing forward. Somebody's a gold digger and a cloud chaser. They're jealous and lazy, manipulative, materialistic, a bully. They have an image to uphold, I should say, not to overcome. That's a liar. They were throwing rocks, hiding hands. They felt entitled. They're not inspirational. They're not creative. They don't bring good news. They could have blocked some communication that's meant to come towards you, and they're worried about it. There's no communication. Somebody lied. They're worried about it. They're really burdened. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they don't know what to do. They're afraid to make a decision. There's no contingency plans. It could be a sudden departure or arrival. They're trying to block you. They can't see you from afar. I don't know what this is. Yeah, you're going to be taking some action. They're trying to block somebody's authority, block somebody from taking action, block somebody's new beginning. Somebody has authority here, creativity as well. I just heard never the twain shall meet. Like that, or whatever it means. This is a bully. It's a get rich quick scam or something they were trying to pull on you. Yeah, there's collaborating. New beginning, new collaboration, new contracts. Taking action. Help is at hand, I just heard. Somebody's heartbroken. It's a third-party collaboration, contract. You're still working hard here. You're masterful. You're building something, planning something. Seems heartbroken. 3-3 if this resonates. 3-3-3 this is Christ consciousness. Your prayers have been heard, okay? You could be an ascended master or they're working with you. They try to triangulate you. This is heartbroken over a third party. Somebody wants to reconcile with you. They were celebrating something too early, or you're going to be celebrating soon. This is a third party, friend group, cult, coven, secret society. Yeah, see through the illusions, breaking free. So people are distancing themselves from this person or this scenario, or you saw it, you peeped their game. You're free. They can't attach anything to you, whether it's a false narrative and or attachments of some kind. Yeah, they're gonna have to give this up, let go, or they're gonna get let go. They want your guard to go down, but it's not gonna. They can't puppeteer you or anybody else. Okay, this didn't work. Whatever they tried, it didn't work. They have to give up. Yep. They're gonna have, yeah. Somebody didn't work for this destiny or whatever. this Somebody lost their job. This is fated. This is a tower moment. These gold diggers and cloud chasers. Maybe you were sitting on the bottom of this wheel for such a long time. They were trying to stagnate you because maybe in one way or another you kept going back to something, a toxic connection or toxic way of life or a way of thinking. Whatever they've done now, whatever this is, now that wheel's in your favor and it's turning in your favor. You're very fortunate. This is divine timing as well. Maybe you're stagnant for such a long time because the divine has to get things into order, right? This is going to be a shock to people. It's a tower. This is universally led, okay? Somebody was building off of a false foundation, giving you and everybody else false impressions and a false sense of security, and the universe is saying no more. So this tower, as bad as it might be, people are afraid of them. I say don't be afraid of towers because this is change. Okay, it's a shift. It's going to bring you where you need to go. Yeah, this was an injustice. It's going to be righted now. Somebody made allegations or accusations that were unfounded. They didn't protect you, your interest, or your honor. They can't fight this. Somebody has no defense, no protection for what they've done. They're feeling overwhelmed, defeated. They can't fight this, okay? Whatever this is, they're going to lose in a court of law, if it's a court of law, or if it's with the divine, or with anything. They cannot fight this. They don't stand a chance. Yeah. This is magic, illusions. Somebody's a hater, a troll, I heard. Wow. Promiscuous, destroyer. They don't create, they destroy. They're so, it's a happiness hater. It's a manipulator. Downright dirty. Could be somebody that's very promiscuous and they claim that you were false allegations, right? Yep. They said you were unstable and emotionally and mentally unstable. Now, you put your past hurts behind you. You didn't dignify any of that bull crap. You didn't have to. You know who you are and who you're not. This person's so jealous of you, it's not even funny. They're going through a dark night of the soul because they broke the law. Divorce or separation. They were the cause of a divorce or separation. Could be a warlock, corruption, a crooked judge or leader, or false prophet. Whatever this is a false contract. Could be losing their if it is a platform, they're going to be losing it. They try to make you lose it if you have a platform because they're so jealous. Okay, somebody thought that something you're doing or something that's yours should be theirs, even though it's not. Oh my gosh. Somebody in your family or friend or something found out, could be somebody that likes to go to tarot readers, psychic conventions and whatnot. This is somebody that likes to ask about you to different readers. They're in competition with you. That's why. Somehow, some way, they found out what your future consisted of, what you're meant to do. So they tried to steal that from you before you realized what you were meant to do. Okay? And they tried to take that on as theirs. They're trying to steal your destiny. And for years, they played that part. But they were false and phony. There was something off about this person. I can only liken it to, I know somebody very well. And I know they're not a nice person. They're narcissistic, actually, now that I know what narcissism is. I recognize it in them. They're not nice. Okay, they can't say a kind word unless there's something in it for them to someone else. They have a false and phony way of talking to people, like a false, phony voice. You know, you often see that with people working in offices. Good morning, blah, 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 you know, thank you for calling. But then their average normal voice is, you know, the way I'm talking, right? So they put on a voice, and this person always put on a voice talking to children or other people they're trying to impress. And I knew it was phony, and it left me feeling dirty. You know what I mean? Being around that. Like I knew they were full of shit. That's what I'm picking up here. They broke the law. Somebody broke the law. Ooh, King of Wands. Oh yeah, they bit off more than they can chew. There's a couple doing this. Warlock, witches, warlock, somebody. It doesn't have to be witches and warlocks. It could be anybody, okay? Male or female, take it. A poser or a player, they bit off more than they can chew. Somebody had no authority to do what they did. It could be a judge, leader, false prophet or prophetess, somebody else, judges and lawyers and whatnot, doctors, whatever you're dealing with. Yeah, they kept doing something over and over again. Their world is upside down. It's unfinished business. They're going to have to go back to court. They're going to have to go back to court or back to this institution and deal with it. It could be a bank. It could be anything. But this is unfinished business. They weren't expecting that. They didn't want to stop doing what they were doing. They didn't want to learn their lessons. Didn't feel like they needed to. They just wanted to take from you. You do all that hard work. I'll take the glory. Okay. Somebody has no morals, ethics, or honor. Yep, the truth. That's the truth. Truth and clarity. It's a breakthrough for you. You had to take things differently. Maybe take a different approach. Deal with them differently. But you spoke the truth. Somebody else is speaking the truth. They wanted to cut you out of something and put themselves in your place. Communication's coming towards you. Yeah, this is backfire. So you spoke the truth about this. You could have warned them, or you were in a position where they could hear you. They were in a position where they can hear you speak about this, and you told them. And this is going to go really bad for you eventually. It's a backfire. They're trying to stop your forward motion. Something stops suddenly. There's no communication, even though you were open to communication. There's somebody's going to jail. So somebody doesn't want you to know they got locked up, or they're stuck, or they're trapped. They're trying to restrict you. They're trying to stop you. They know you know the truth. They're trying to stop you. They're trying to stop themselves from going to jail. Yeah, this is lies, illusions, deception, manipulation. They could be trying to hang something on you, like a false narrative, and or attach something to you, like a deity or some sort of demonic being, and maybe they stuck on them. This is not successful. They don't have all the resources that they need. They're very unfocused and scattered. This is corruption, abuse of power, wearing a false face here. Lots of lies, illusions, and deception, manipulations. They bribe people. They got tempted. They bribed people. Blackmail is some sort of cover-up, hopeful, wishful thinking. Lots of confusion going on. They could have made some really extravagant promises for people to help them do this. And at the end of the day, they can't produce. They can't. Yeah, something to do with a home, a family, a marriage. Somebody have multiple options. I don't know. Something to do with a home or business or stability or family. They really confused the family or cast a lot of confusion or illusions in this family situation, dynamic. They're confused as to why you're still stable. Oh, God. Don't ask. It's all God. Yeah, look at this. They're hiding and cloaking a home or some sort of stability. They don't want to be alone. There's a lot of lies here. They don't want anybody, none of this to get uncovered, but it's getting uncovered. They are afraid. They're feeling sorry for themselves. They left you out of something or tried to reject you out of, they took something that was yours. Whether it's a life, a property, a family, a relationship, something. Now they're feeling sorry for themselves. They're regretting what they've done. They're in their emotions. So that's 4 cups, then another cup. 5 is parting ways, grieving and regretting, crying over spilt milk. Oof. They went back in again. I don't think so. This is financial ruin, spiritual jail. You found your confidence. They tried to sink you, leave you in poverty. They laughed. They thought it was funny. Hurt your credit, hurt your opportunities, drive people away from you because they wanted what was yours, your essence, your destiny. They wanted to be loved the way you are loved or respected or appreciated. This is something they don't have naturally. This is ruin. They wanted to ruin you. You're innocent. Look at this. Something to do with a child. They wanted to ruin your relationship with a child. There's going to be an apology. They want to come back in, but I don't know. Yeah, they lost their position here. Somebody's a drinker, big time drinker. Somebody's putting on an act as if they are you. They didn't want you having wish fulfillment. Somebody's no law. It doesn't matter what they have. They're never satisfied. They're never happy. If somebody was smug, full of themselves, selfish, and know it all and show off. This is not emotional fulfillment. This is it. What it is. Truth and clarity. They're not happy. They're going to lose a position. They lost a position in a family, in a group, or a business. Truth and clarity. You're happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. They're not happy. Illumination, exposed. You are the truth. You have healed. Oh, the truth that they were abusing you and committing crimes here. Online. Could be online. There's an investigation. Somebody gathered some information. They got curious about a situation. Look at that. Somebody's going to be standing on their word. They see that you stand on your word. You mean what you say? Yeah, divine feminine energy. There we go. Somebody looked it up. You could be doing a divination as well, or there's a payment coming, or this is good financial news coming towards you. You learned all your lessons and elevated. Somebody wanted to be seen as a divine feminine energy, male or female. You are a creator. You took a practical approach. You knew it wasn't going to be overnight. You had to do the work. This could be a child of yours as well. But this is good news coming towards you. You're very, very, you kept it pushing. You are good with money. You managed your money. This is learning lessons, definitely. You invested in yourself. You could be doing divination. Again, if you are doing divination of any kind, this person could have thought, no, that's my domain. That's my domain. You took my thunder. No, because they found out when you were younger, much younger, if this is a family member or a best friend, they found out what you were destined to do. So they rushed there without practice, without doing anything about it. I don't even think they do it the same way you do or where you do it. They just want the glory without doing the work, without ascending. You can't be doing this work without ascending, because if you're trying to counsel people, guide people, and if you don't have a good moral compass, what are you doing? You shouldn't be doing this. But I digress. I'm not God. I'm not judging. Okay? I've seen a lot of people with really bad moral compasses doing this, and they're good at what they do. So who am I to judge? But really, it is what it is. Don't claim you're something special that you're not. You're moving forward. Somebody needs money for a car or for travel. This is overcoming. This is radical acceptance. This is universally driven. You're going places and you're leaving them behind. And they how dare you? How dare you? They don't want to do the work. You might be traveling very soon. They don't want to do the work. How dare you move on beyond and not stay in this little hole I placed you in, that I want you to stay in to make myself feel better. That's what I'm picking up. See the two wolves here? Usually it's sphinxes, but there's two wolves in this one. So I can't help but remember that old story about which wolf will you feed, right? There's two wolves. Which one do you feed? The dark or the light? Which one, does better? Which one is in a better position? It's the one that you feed. I can't remember the story. I'm obviously not doing a very good example, of the story, but the one that succeeds is the one you feed, the dark or the light. Looks like you've balanced your dark and your light. Your words are fire right now. It's radical acceptance. They need to take accountability and bring back balance to a situation. It's awareness. They need to take ownership of what they've incurred here, what they started. They need money for a car, or to move, or to travel. Yeah. Oh, it could be authorities coming through. Okay, for some of you, somebody was looking on the dark web for a hitman or a woman. It could be spiritual, it could be in the flesh. Or somebody's going to come towards you and tell you, maybe, I don't want to say this, that there's an unalive. This is you are the Phoenix rising as well. You're moving on, overcoming, starting a new cycle now that you've ended this one. But this could be the cops coming to tell you that somebody tried to buy the services of men or hit women, and they wanted to unalive you, or maybe this person is going to be unalived. I don't know, or a child's been unalived. It could be a child. Uh, this could be somebody coming towards you. If I don't have money, I'm going to go. There's somebody's going to hurt me. And it's bullshit. They just want money because they can't, they have addictions, or they just want to hurt you. Don't want you to rise in life. So if they take they're going to say, okay, why they stole this money from you and where that money went is you got involved with something or someone, but really it's bullshit, okay? They wanted to take you out. So somebody's trying to run from somebody. They're trying to dodge some bullets. Maybe these practitioners, cults, covens, secret societies they worked with, something to do with time and family, waiting cycles and moments, fertility, parenthood, and pregnancy. Somebody could have gotten pregnant by others or impregnated others. I don't know. Only you know what this means, okay? They're trying to buy time for their family. Oh, I just had a baby. I'm trying to buy time. They did something taboo. It's a crime. Time is up. Limit. They're at their limit, okay? Maybe credit cards or something. Forbidden love. I was picking up something to do with incest. Curiosity. Laws involved here. So we got curious. They're finding out the truth. Lawyer, judge, police. So he's trying to control the narrative. Trying to control credit. Trying to control whatever. Damage control. The bare minimum payments aren't doing it any longer, I suppose. I don't know. It's just so stupid. Why do people do this stuff? I'll never know. Why can't they leave people alone? You know, be happy for others. Be joyful for others, you know? Everybody gets their time and their turn. They're supposed to. Until you get pinheads like this that try to take it away from you. It is what it is. But that's mine. You stole my thunder. Yeah, right. You want some thunder? Well, you're going to get some thunder. Where are we going with this? Where are we going with this, Big Spirit? Oh, no, that's too many. This is a party message for the collective. Okay, 10. This is karma. They're trying to delay it. They're trying to stall it. They're trying to steal your destiny. It's not going to work. A 34-7. It could be a car accident. They're getting a car repoed. Or it's not going to go anywhere. Out of control. Not wanting to take any accountability. They can't overcome this karma. It's coming. Be sure. It's going to be sure and swift. It's coming. 13 in reverse. They didn't want to stop doing what they were doing. This is a good clapback. It's a permanent, profound ending. People are sick and tired of this bullshit. They can't unalive you. They've been stopped by the police. Take it for whatever that is. This is corruption, abuse of power, abuse of authority. 4 in reverse. Very distorted, wanting power and control. It's all to fit some sort of image they had in their mind. And you're getting balanced. You're getting justice here. Congratulations. 10. The Ivory Maiden, obstacles, challenges, feeling unsupported. You are feeling lost and lacking direction. It may seem that whichever way you turn, there are obstacles blocking your path. Be assured this is just a phase. What I said, the last couple of days we were talking about phases, right? Be assured this is just a phase and will pass like everything else. There's a feeling of hopelessness as you are only seeing negative outcomes in current situations. But somewhere around you, there is a glimpse of light. Like, okay, if this is you, I doubt it very much. It could be somebody else. But if this is you, get your head out of the doldrums. Do not stay there. I'm not saying that you don't have any right to be there. Feel those feelings, process them, and let it go. Or else you're manifesting this, okay? They want you to stay there, okay, in the doldrums. Don't allow time to pass too quickly before you make an important decision about what to do next. As something has to change and only you can do this. When we are overburdened by life's obstacles, the feeling of being unsupported may be overwhelming, but rest assured there is a greater universal energy which will help to guide you. All you have to do is ask. So I think you've already overcame this. I mean, not everybody's in this position at this time. You could be just starting out or in the thick of things, okay? Past, present, future. Place yourselves where you belong. So if you're in the doldrums, get out of it. I know it's not easy. It's easier said than done. But the quicker you get out of it, the better you are for it, okay? Raise your vibrations and look online for different ways of doing so. Get out in nature. Ground yourselves. Get away from negativity and negative people that never have a kind word to say. Do you understand what I'm saying? They want you to stay there. Do not stay there. Memories of life. Security, comfort, and direction. You feel the need for comfort as life can sometimes be difficult when we feel we are battling issues alone. So again, somebody's alone. That's the way they engineered it. They wanted it this way, okay? You may well be looking for permission to stop whatever you are doing and start again. The feeling of the days running away with you, okay, I get it. The feeling of the days running away with you is taking its toll on your well-being. So you need to get outside. Just smile at people. You don't have to, just smile. Look at different people. Go, if you don't have any animals, go find some animals to pet, some neighbors' dogs or cats. Just pick yourself out of this. Get yourself out of this. And the days are running quickly. It's not you. It's not just you. It's me too. I'm picking up on that too. It's going by really quickly. Okay? It's not just you. So just bear in mind, a lot of us are going through it, okay? You're not alone. It's okay to take some time out. Once you get your feet firmly back on the ground, your mind will be clearer and you will be able to focus on what is important right now. We often feel guilty for not doing enough, but you are doing plenty and you have nothing to prove to anyone, only to yourself. Do you understand that? You don't have to dignify any bullshit lies and stories people are saying about you. You know who you are, okay? Your truth stands on its own. They have to make up all these lies about you because it's lies. Eventually it's going to come out and don't worry, these people are not for you. If people are believing these bullshit stories and lies, these people weren't for you to begin with. They're glad to hold on to these stories and believe them. Do you understand? True people will say that your true friends, your true family, people that are truly there for you will say, no fucking way. I know this person. They'll come to you and speak to you. So-and-so said this and that about you. I just want you to know. I don't believe it, but I just thought you would know. It made me mad. And if they're truly there for you, they'd tell that person to shut their fucking hole, their pie hole. Because that's the greater question. Like if somebody comes to you and said, so-and-so, Sally said you did this and you did that. Oh my God. The question is, well, why were you sitting there listening to it? Number one. Number two, what did you do or say? Probably nothing, right? Then you know who you're dealing with. It's like, nah, not today. No, thank you. Through the woods, change, new path, decisions. You may feel like you have been pushed into a situation that you no longer wish to be in. Changing your path and looking for better options should not make you feel guilty. Follow your heart. It may take a certain amount of bravery and courage to make the changes you desire, but now is the time to look at your options. If you feel you're running away from a situation, don't be afraid to question the motives of those around you who may expect a different outcome. So if they want you to go down one route, ask them why. And you know it's not for you. Why do you want me to go down that route? Why do you want me to, sit at home and do nothing? I know that one of my exes and my son one time, both of them, at the same time, sitting at the table, said to me, we don't think you should date. Excuse me? Why? My ex-boyfriend's dating. My son's just starting dating. Why can't I date? No, they want me to sit at home. Oh, it's not healthy for you. You don't know, it's not the same anymore. You're not young anymore. Give me a break. You know what I'm saying? Ask them why. What's it to you? Remember, this is your life to live as you choose. You have the power to do and be whatever you want. If your gut feeling is telling you something is not right, then now is the time to make the changes for the better. You have the power to make the right choices. Time to make decisions. After all of this, depends on where you are in this, okay? But after all is said and done, it's going to be quite easy to make those decisions. Trust and believe me when I say that, okay? Oh, fucking yeah. Here, look at this. You learn the art of detachment. It takes a while to learn, okay? Because it's heartbreaking. People you love, people you saw in a different light, you're now seeing them in a different light, the true light. Because you didn't want to believe this about these people. You thought they loved you. But is that love? It's controlling. It's manipulative. Codependent. Whatever this is. They're getting something out of it. Well, you're being left behind or held back from what's rightfully yours. It's not for everybody. Only if you know. Only if you know. Okay? It gets easier. Okay? It does. Okay? Yeah. Somebody's not a sweetheart here. They're pretending they are. They're not. They're trying to take on your persona. Somebody's getting triggered here. I'm trying to trigger you. Flashbacks, trauma bond, inner child wounds, attracting toxic. Now they're sorry. Now they're sorry. Sorry, I was laughing at you. Sorry. Because they can't get any help elsewhere. They never helped you in the past. Now they're realizing they're sorry. They never helped you. I know in my situation, I was going through a hard time. I felt unsafe with the person I was living with. And I asked a family member. I called them up to tell them what was going on. And I don't ask for help. It's very hard for me to do so. And I told them what I was experiencing and everything. And they just looked at me, or they didn't look at me. They were on the phone. But they said to me, there's lots of shelters in town. Meanwhile, they had a whole home. 3-bedroom home with a full basement, and they live alone with their partner. I went, okay, I get you. I get you. So maybe they didn't help you in your time of need. Like, I was desperate. I felt very unsafe. Well, go to a hotel. Hotels around me at that time was like $239 a night. Sure, I had the money, but how long? How long do I want to keep paying that, right? And leave my stuff behind. Nobody offered to help me get my stuff out of there. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm giving you this example because this is something that I'm picking up here that they did to you. They laughed in your face whenever you had a hardship. You were stuck. You had no help. Now that they're stuck and it's all blowing up on them, they have no one to help them, and they're regretting not helping you in the past. Somebody's a drinker. Libations was beneath that. Yeah. They're doing something on schedule. There's something scheduled here. Okay. A hearing, I hear. Wow. If it's a hearing. Also, they had to pay something on schedule and they can't make the payments. Yep. You're right on schedule for your blessings. Congratulations. This is fated. You could be a reader, somebody else's reader, somebody told you about your fate. And that's what they're doing. They're realizing you're right on schedule to collect what is yours that they wanted to bypass. They wanted to get there first, right? Wow, I was right about that. A reader in the past told this person about your blessings. But see, they want so bad. Other people want so bad what you have. But they're not willing to go through what you went through to get it, to receive it. Whether it's in this lifetime or other lifetimes. God knows how many lifetimes it took to get here. All the pain you endured. Alone. All the injustices you endured. Alone. Yeah. Friendship is gone. Bye. They're losing their friendship, something like that. They're not calm. They're really, really stressed right now because they're trapped. They feel trapped. It was all in their imagination that they could do this. Big fantasy. Now justice time. Congratulations. They were doing witchcraft against you. This person has no merits. They no morals. They don't deserve. They deserve. Yeah. They wanted the twin flame jargon, lusting after it. I don't know. They have no morals. Okay. They wanted what was yours. This is not a soulmate to you. This is a karmic soul tie. It was something that came from a past life. They followed you into this life. They repeated a past life karmic soul tie or situation, and it was your turn now to put an end to it. And you did. Congratulations. Sweet dreams. Yeah. You got it on lock. Missing pieces, detached, locked away heart, can't move forward. Yeah. Wow. Broken promises, wishes, hope, and worship in reverse, and lots of drama. Cheating, creating problems, cheating, somebody could have cheated. Thirsty for attention, overreacting, and drama king or queen. Okay? So they're locked out of your life forever, I heard. Wow. Their strategy's not strategizing. It's not working. They don't know how to play the long game. They don't know how to play chess. They play checkers. They want to gain off of you. You're still gaining. They cursed you. Yeah, they thought that was going to work. They would gain off of you. Nah. They didn't want you to answer the call. That's why. You did anyways. You did anyways. Congratulations. They did this so you wouldn't answer the call. God's calling. They knew sometime, some way, God's going to call. I'm going to take it. I'm going to answer that call for them. Yeah, no. You don't have your password to your phone. Yep, now they're stuck. Wow. They are stuck. They wanted to hold you back. Binding, obstruction, and contract. So they're trying to bind you to them. Bind themselves to your future. Obstruct, right? Something to do with a contract. They're bound to this contract or something. Congratulations. I love this for you. I love you, and until next time, take care.